Today's video is about why it's better to be an American band under American copyright laws than it is to be a British band releasing songs in the United States of America. The band Duran Duran, as teenagers, signed a contract in England, which gave the US rights to their publishing to an EMI Sony subsidiary, Gloucester Place Music Limited. Simple enough, there are two different kinds of copyright. There's copyright for the creation and the writing of the song. There's copyright for the performance of the song. In 1976, the Copyright Act was amended, and in concern for artists that were giving away their song rights in perpetuity, the Copyright Act was amended that songs that were copyrighted after 1978 reverted back to the creator after 35 years, when appropriate notice was given, and so on and so forth. Well, the teenagers, Duran Duran, led the second British invasion. And in fact, at the time that they were recording in the early 80s, it was the highest penetration of British music in the charts ever. And they had a number of great albums, Rio, Seven and Me, Ragged Tiger. And some of the biggest hits of the era were Hungry Like the Wolf, Reflex, and in particular, A View to a Kill, which was the theme for one of James Bond movies of the same name, A View to a Kill. So Duran Duran, after having patiently waited 35 years, gave notice to Gloucester Place Music Limited. We are protected under the United States copyright law. We drafted and originated this music. We performed it. It's now our music. Not so fast. So Gloucester Place Music Limited filed suit against Duran Duran, the members, and said that you were breaching the contract that they signed in England. And the band members said, well, how silly is that? This is music that's being recorded and the royalties are coming from America in dollars. This statute was enacted to protect artists, and we're entitled to its protection. The English court didn't agree. The English court began with a decision on choice of law. Does American law apply or does English law apply? And in fact, they picked the home law, English law, and said, actually, you signed away the rights, and as long as English law gives the rights to Gloucester Place Music Limited, that's really how it's going to be. A side note, in terms of tactics, many cases are resolved and in favor of a large corporation by choice of law clauses and by where you choose to sue. In fact, had the members of Duran Duran filed suit in, say, California for their rights, and a California court was evaluating what choice of law to apply, they very well may have gotten a different result because courts tend to hometown their own law, which they're familiar with. In any case, artists such as Van Halen and the Beach Boys and the Eagles, who were US-based, successfully used the 35-year rule to their favor, but Duran Duran wasn't in that group. John Belcher, law offices of John Belcher, rocking the law, Duran Duran, choice of law, and their loss under the 35-year rule in US copyright law.